How's it going, everybody? Braddock here. I want to talk to you guys today about my get home bag, kind of how I set it up. So to me, a get home bag is something to get me from point A to point B. A being my vehicle, and B being either my home, the nearest corner store, and the next town over. Let's say I'm stuck in the middle of nowhere, vehicle breaks down, I need to make a phone call, I can head down the road and kind of use this bag to do so. So a few pillars of survival that I kind of base all my kits off of is number one, communication, transportation, navigation, shelter, hydration, calories, and then a subgroup which includes security and some sort of first aid. So a little bit about this bag. This is the Arc'teryx Norvan 14. It is designed primarily as a runner's vest with a 14-liter capacity, which I've an experience that pushed more around like 20, 21, give or take, depending how you roll the bag up on the top. So on the front of the pack, it comes with mesh pouches on both sides of the straps, and this is used for carrying a water device and or a cell phone or communication device. So on this left side, I am running a Baofeng radio. I primarily use this as a two-way, so I'll keep one with my van and one with each kit or bag. So if somebody stays with the vehicle and somebody decides to head down the road, if you're somewhere off grid and don't have any service, you can always keep in contact with each other. The standard stock antenna that comes with it, but then I did add an extended battery. And then over here on this side, I have a 600 ml water container, which we'll get to in here shortly, and then a 3-liter water tube. Down at the bottom, under kind of your armpit area where it wraps around you quite nicely, there's a few more mesh pouches, and this is where I kind of keep all my security stuff. It's pretty basic. I think everybody in general should carry a pistol on them regardless. However, I keep in this pouch some Saber gel spray and a small little civilian smoke grenade. And if we dig a little bit deeper, we have an area with some gels. And then moving back over to the right, a few sorts of energy bars and calories. So a few waffles, and then I have some gel blocks in here as well. Moving to the actual compartment of the bag, it has 2 straps on each side, which buckles in. So you can roll your pack down, buckle it on the side, and or if you have quite a bit of gear, let's say you want to throw a jacket up on top and you just don't have enough room to roll it, you can snap it up on top like so. So if we open this guy up, first thing we have on top is a set of mechanics gloves. We have a self-defense blade. This is the KBar. I did get a Kydex holster for it and what's called a ulti clip. So you could clip this on the inside of your pants beneath your belt, and it's just great for personal defense as a low stream kind of covert system. So this I will actually keep with my gym pants or gym shorts. Since I don't have a belt, this just clips on to actual shorts. So next up we have a cell phone waterproof case. I have a cell phone charger, a way to make fire, and money, as well as a few other things like a notepad, pen, and pencil. And on the notepad, I keep all my contact information of family, friends, and close relatives and or around my general area. So money, let's talk about money. I think that's one of the #1 things a lot of people miss in on their bug out kits. If I could pay my way out of a crappy situation, I'm definitely taking an opportunity to do so. Next we have electronics. And inside is a black diamond headlamp in orange, another cell phone charger, adapters for the wall, as well as a car charger adapter. And then from here we have assortment of different adapters depending on which phone you're carrying. And if we dig in a little bit deeper, a few batteries for your headlamp, an additional battery for the Baofeng radio, and a headset. So moving into navigation, I have a small GPS, handheld GPS, a compass, Rider than Rain notebook paper, pens and pencils, as well as a highlighter to draw a route on my topo map. So this is a topo map of my general area. Moving on to first aid, this is a IFAK I put together. It consists of ways to stop massive hemorrhaging, including a Gen 7 cap, a 4-inch Israeli bandage, some combat gauze, a way to open up an airway, so we have an NPA with lubricant, and then a hyphen vented chest shield ×2, and a ARS decompression needle. This is the 10 gauge 3 1/4 decompression needle, and I keep everything vacuum sealed so it's all ready to go in a small compact system. And then next, for additional first aid, a small little bag here, and this is more for mobility. So we have an ace bandage, a few blister cushions in case you get red spots, hot spots. We have a cravat, which has a million different uses, and then a small little orange medical bag, which contains quite a few over-the-counter medications, Motrin, ibuprofen, Tylenol, as well as some Benadryl, and a few other things to take care of small wounds, etc. And then next item we have is all focused on hydration. So I am a big fan of the Sawyer Mini, and reason behind that, it's quite simple because of the modularity it has to fit onto different type of water systems that I carry in all my kits. So this is the Sawyer Mini. I have a 1 liter bag with a drinking straw, which is why I prefer the Sawyer Mini versus the Life Straw, simply because not only can you attach this to different water vessels, but you can also attach your straw to it, so it has dual purpose. And then some water tablets. So again, reason why I like the Sawyer Mini, you can grab this here, which is a simple smart water bottle, take out the top, and everything is modular. So I can have my dirty water in this smart container and drink straight from this, or fill all my bags. Same thing if I move on to an additional 600 ml water container. This cap comes off, and you can attach your Sawyer Mini straight to this drinking device. And on top of that, this actually doubles as a filter. So on the inside of this water container, you have a filter. So I carry 2 600 ml water filters that can be collapsible and stowed away when not needed. And then another thing I'd add to my water kit is a 4-way Wilcox key. So again, this is kind of an urban bag, and having something like this to turn on, turn off water in my general area is going to be super ideal. So we have a few more ways to get calories, an MRE with a spoon, and then some more little energy bars, electrolytes, etc., all in a small little pack. And then next up, we just have a few tools, some flagging tape, so if I do have to make a shortcut through the woods, a signaling mirror, waterproof bag, a whistle, and this bag actually does come with an additional whistle, 50 feet of orange 550, a few zip ties, duct tape rolled on a piece of cardboard to make it more compact, some more orange duct tape, a Bic lighter, and a small knife. So moving on to another set of additional tools, we have our fencing pliers. This is something I'd use again in an urban environment if I come across a blockade of, let's say, protesters, and I have to make a shortcut through, unfortunately, a private area I can use this to cut any types of fencing. And next we have a few toiletry items. So I keep in quite a few of my kits, if I plan on doing long distances, some type of body gel that's going to prevent a lot of blisters both in your feet, also chafing up in your armpit area from carrying your pack. Then we have some sunscreen as well as insect repellent, and then some body wipes. Some sort of shelter. So I personally believe shelter starts with your right clothing. So having something in your vehicle ready to go, depending on what season you're in, is going to be ideal. And then what's in your bag is just going to be surplus. A little something in my bag, what I would keep is quite a few 55-gallon drum bags. This can be used for a multitude of reasons. And as a shelter, you could use it as a poncho, use it to collect water, collect debris to make a shelter. So a million different uses for a 550-gallon drum bag. And then on the inside, also a small little poncho. And then for shelter, moving on, this is a twin survival blanket, which I can use as a tarp. A SOL bivy. And then a quick small little liner for the bivy. So depending again what type of environment I am in, if I need additional shelter, additional insulation, I can throw this liner on the inside of the bivy. And last but not least, something I advise that should go with every kit is an EDC for your person. So something that we can add to our get home bag if we're in an environment that calls for extra security, extra medical, etc., is some type of chest rig. So underneath my jacket, I have a simple chest rig here. So we currently have this set up with 3 mags up front. This is for an M&P 1522. Just got back from the range the other day, and due to ammo being so expensive, any chance I have to shoot 22, I take opportunity to do so. So 3 mags up front. Then off to the left we have a light source. And moving on, another radio. So again, this is a Baofeng radio with the extended battery and the stock antenna. And this can run with also your headset. And then over off to the left, we have another civilian smoke grenade. Moving on to the right, we have a spare magazine for a Glock 19. A Cat Gen 7 tourniquet with some gloves, and then an additional small IFAK. Now this again, I vacuum sealed. We have some Sentinel chest seals, ARS decompression needle, and combat gauze, as well as an NPA with some lubricant. On a person, I advise everybody to conceal carry. This is the Glock 19 MOS with a RMR, a Streamlight TLRL H1, and a spare mag. And this is with a tier 1 concealed holster. Guys, that about wraps it up. Again, I highly recommend everybody start keeping a bag in their vehicle as a get home bag. You need to focus again on self-defense, first aid, communication, navigation, food, water source, etc., just to get you to that next location. So anyways, that about wraps it up. I'm Braddock. Y'all stay ready.